Your moment has come, and you may not even fully realize how much the universe has been aligning itself to bring you to this point. But I want you to imagine something. Imagine Elon Musk standing right in front of your door, not a real physical door, but the door of your potential, your destiny, your future, and he's knocking gently, not with impatience, not with force, but with the calm confidence of someone who already knows what you're capable of becoming. He's saying, "I'm coming to you. Open the door." And when someone like that says such words, the meaning goes beyond the literal. It's a call. A push. A reminder that what you've been waiting for is closer than you think. The truth is, life doesn't send signals without purpose. You don't stumble upon certain messages by accident. You don't feel this sudden pull toward greatness for no reason. Something inside you has been whispering for a long time, telling you that you were built for more. Maybe you ignored it. Maybe you doubted it. Maybe the world dimmed your confidence. But that whisper never disappeared. It waited. Patiently. Quietly. Until now, because now is when you're finally ready to hear it. And if Elon Musk were speaking directly to you, he wouldn't sugarcoat anything. He would look at you with that unshakable intensity and say, "You've been underestimating yourself. You've been walking around with power you haven't even touched yet. And now your moment has come." He wouldn't be here to flatter you. He wouldn't be here to comfort your excuses. He would be here to disrupt your limitations, to break the chains of doubt you've carried for too long. He would be here to ignite you. He would tell you that greatness never arrives gently. It doesn't arrive when you feel prepared, rested, confident, or perfectly ready. It arrives when you're tested, confused, uncertain, or stretched thin. Because the universe isn't waiting for your comfort, it's waiting for your courage. And Elon would remind you that every breakthrough he ever had came at a moment when he could have surrendered to fear. But he didn't. And neither should you. He would tell you that the door you're standing in front of right now is not locked. You're not trapped. You're not stuck. You're simply hesitating. And hesitation is just another form of fear dressed as caution. Elon would say, "Push through it. Open the door. I'm coming to you because you're ready to step into something bigger." He'd remind you that the world doesn't shape itself around the timid, it bends for the bold. And inside you, boldness is growing, even if you haven't fully acknowledged it. He would want you to know that your dreams aren't crazy. They aren't too big. They aren't too late. They aren't impossible. They're simply waiting for you to stop apologizing for wanting them. They're waiting for you to stop asking for permission. They're waiting for you to walk into the version of yourself that's been trying to break free. And if Elon were standing beside you, he'd tell you to stop shrinking your vision to fit the comfort zones of people who don't carry your passion, your imagination, your fire. He would say that if you've suffered setbacks, they were necessary. If you've faced delays, they were strategic. If you felt lost, it was preparation. Every disappointment forced growth. Every closed door pushed you to knock elsewhere. Every hardship sharpened you. Nothing was wasted. Nothing was meaningless. Everything built you for this moment. And Elon would remind you that anything worth creating requires resilience. Rockets fail, businesses collapse, ideas get rejected, people misunderstand you. But that doesn't define you. What defines you is your refusal to stop. And he'd want you to understand that success is not magic. It's math. It's consistency multiplied by belief. It's effort multiplied by time. It's courage multiplied by faith. He'd tell you that the world won't hand you greatness, you must build it. Brick by brick. Risk by risk. Decision by decision. He'd say, you don't need all the answers. You just need momentum. Because motion itself attracts clarity. He would look into your eyes and say that there will always be people who doubt you. There will always be noise trying to distract you. There will always be fear trying to anchor you. But you're not here to live a small life. You're not here to blend into the background. You're not here to stay inside your comfort zone while your potential starves. You're here to create. To rise. To expand. To break patterns. To challenge limits. To become the version of yourself that once felt impossible. Elon would say that life opens doors the moment you stop waiting for permission and start acting like the person you're destined to be. When you show up with intention. When you walk with purpose. When you speak with clarity. When you commit to your growth. That's when everything begins to shift. Opportunities start appearing. People start noticing. Paths start forming. Because the universe responds to energy, not hesitation. He would tell you that you are closer than you think. Closer to the breakthrough. Closer to the transformation. Closer to the life you keep imagining but haven't yet lived. He'd say, stop asking when it will happen. It's happening now. Your moment has come. And he would say it with such certainty that you would feel it vibrate in your soul, awakening the part of you that knows this message is true. He would explain that the future is not something you wait for, it's something you walk into. Fearlessly. Intentionally. Consistently. Because if you don't show up for your future, someone else will take the opportunities meant for you. Someone else will seize the moments you hesitated to claim. Someone else will walk through the door you were too afraid to open. And that's why Elon is telling you, I'm coming to you. Open the door. Because the moment you open it, everything you've been waiting for begins to move toward you as well. He would remind you that your life can change quickly. Faster than you can imagine. A single decision can pivot your entire destiny. A single yes. A single step. A single moment of courage can rewrite years of stagnation. That's why he's coming to you now, not later, now. Because this is the time when your inner fire is ready to expand. This is the moment when your courage is ready to rise. This is the season when your potential is ready to break open. But Elon wouldn't just inspire you, he'd challenge you. He'd ask you what you're doing with your time. What you're doing with your energy. What you're doing with your gifts. He'd ask you why you let fear dictate your choices. Why you silence your own voice. Why you postpone your dreams for a later that never arrives. And he'd ask these questions not to judge you, but to awaken you. To shake you. To wake you from the sleep of comfort that keeps so many people stuck. He would want you to stop living your life in the shadows of your own doubts. He'd say that the world doesn't need more people hiding from themselves. It needs more people who rise, who dare, who dream, who fail and try again, who build, who innovate, who create, who believe in the power of change. And he would tell you that you are one of those people, even if you haven't fully realized it yet. Your moment has come because you have grown enough to reach it. You've endured enough to deserve it. You've learned enough to handle it. And even if you feel unprepared, the truth is you're more ready than you think. Readiness is not comfort, readiness is willingness. And you have the willingness to step into something greater. Elon would remind you that every extraordinary life begins with a single decision to stop living an ordinary one. And you're standing at that threshold right now. The door is right in front of you. He's coming to you. Not to rescue you. Not to hand you success. But to call you higher. To challenge you to take responsibility for your dreams. To inspire you to rise. He'd tell you that the world will not remember you for what you planned. It will remember you for what you built. What you dared to attempt. What you committed to, even when fear tried to hold you back. And he would say that inside you is the potential for something extraordinary, something people will talk about, something that will outlive you, something that will shift the path of your own life forever. Your moment has come. Not tomorrow. Not someday. Now. The energy is shifting. The path is opening. The future is calling. And Elon Musk is standing there, symbolic of the greatness, ambition, innovation, and courage within you, saying, I'm coming to you. Open the door. And when you open it, not with fear, not with doubt, but with determination, the world will shift around you. Opportunities will appear. Ideas will strengthen. Confidence will rise. And everything that once felt far will suddenly feel close. Because destiny always moves toward those who dare to move first. When you open the door, even if only slightly, the momentum of your life begins to change. You start to sense a shift inside you, a quiet awakening that tells you something bigger is approaching. You might not see it fully, you might not understand it yet, but you can feel it. It's the feeling you get when the universe starts rearranging things in your favor, when the air around you carries a subtle confidence, when your spirit begins to whisper, this is it. You will notice that your thoughts begin to align with your desires, your energy begins to synchronize with your intentions, and life begins revealing signs that you are stepping into a new chapter. And Elon would tell you that this feeling isn't random. It's the signal of transformation. It's the moment when all the waiting, all the preparing, all the struggling starts to make sense. Things you couldn't understand before suddenly become clear. The dots begin to connect. You start realizing why certain people left, why certain doors closed, why certain paths didn't work out. It was never rejection. It was redirection. Life wasn't denying you, it was shaping you, strengthening you, refining you for what's coming now. He'd look at you and say, every great journey begins when you stop standing in the doorway of your own life. Because too many people live stuck between who they were and who they want to be, never fully stepping into either. But you are not meant to live in that in-between. You are meant to cross over. You are meant to step forward. You are meant to choose the life calling your name. And Elon would tell you that the moment you choose to step through that door, your old self begins to fall away. Your hesitation begins to dissolve. Your doubts begin to lose their power. Because when you say yes to your future, every version of you that belongs to the past begins to fade. Elon would remind you that every breakthrough requires one thing: a decision. A real decision. Not a wish. Not a hope. Not a daydream. A decision that anchors itself into your soul. A decision that says, I am done playing small. I am done letting fear lead. I am done waiting. And when you make that decision, the universe shifts. It's as if invisible hands begin arranging opportunities, aligning people, and opening pathways that were invisible before. He would say, people don't become great because they have everything figured out. They become great because they decide to move forward anyway. And that's what you're being called to do right now. You don't need perfect clarity. You don't need perfect confidence. You don't need perfect timing. You just need willingness. The willingness to step into the unknown. The willingness to trust your instincts. The willingness to move even when your legs shake. You would hear him say that most people wait their entire lives for a moment they never seize. They wait for signs, validation, encouragement, permission, anything to make them believe it's safe to pursue their dreams. But Elon would tell you that greatness doesn't wait for safety. It thrives in risk. It thrives in courage. It thrives in those who dare to do what others won't. And he'd remind you that you have something inside you that millions of people never discover: the urge to rise. So many people choose comfort over growth. But you feel something deeper. You feel something powerful stirring inside you, something that refuses to settle, something that refuses to quiet down even when life becomes heavy. That inner fire is your gift. That inner urgency is your compass. And Elon would tell you that following it will lead you exactly where you're meant to go. He'd want you to know that the challenges you've faced didn't break you, they built layers of strength you didn't even know you were forming. Every moment of doubt taught you resilience. Every setback taught you endurance. Every failure taught you perspective. You've been learning without realizing it. You've been preparing without knowing it. And now you stand here at the edge of your breakthrough, wiser, stronger, clearer, and more capable than you've ever been. Your moment has come because you have grown into someone who can handle what's ahead. Your spirit is stronger. Your mind is sharper. Your heart is braver. Life has tested you, but you're still here. You're still standing. You're still reaching. And Elon would tell you that this alone is proof that you are capable of so much more than you've allowed yourself to believe. He'd say, people will call you unrealistic until the day you become unstoppable. And that's what this moment is preparing you for, your unstoppable era. The era where you no longer shrink your dreams to fit the comfort of others. The era where you no longer dim your light to avoid intimidating people. The era where you no longer settle for less than the fire burning inside you demands. He would explain that every great story starts with a turning point, a moment when everything changes. And you are living in that moment right now. It may feel subtle, it may feel quiet, but it's happening. Something deep within you is shifting forward, and when something inside you shifts, everything outside you eventually follows. That shift is what Elon is speaking to when he says, "I'm coming to you." It means your opportunities are coming. Your breakthrough is coming. Your alignment is coming. Success is moving in your direction as fast as you're willing to move toward it. You are no longer who you used to be. You're evolving. You've grown past the version of yourself that played small. You've outgrown the environments that drained you. You've outgrown the expectations others placed on you. You've outgrown the limitations you inherited. And Elon would remind you that growth always feels like a calling, a pull towards something greater, something brighter, something unfamiliar but exciting. He would say that you don't need to see the entire path to start walking. You don't need to know the entire plan to take the next step. Your intuition knows the direction even when your mind doesn't fully understand it yet. And when you trust that inner signal, everything unlocks. Your moment has come because your soul is ready. Because your dreams are ripe. Because your spirit has matured. Because your courage has awakened. And Elon Musk is standing symbolically at the doorway of your potential, saying, "I'm coming to you, open the door." And when you do, the world will show you how powerful you truly are. And when the world begins to show you who you are becoming, something incredible happens inside you, a realization so powerful it rearranges how you see yourself. You start to understand that everything you have been through was preparing you for exactly this chapter. You start to recognize that the strength you carry now is not accidental. The clarity you feel now is not random. The courage rising inside you is not temporary. It is the awakening of your true self, the version of you that has always existed beneath layers of fear, doubt, and hesitation. And Elon would tell you that this is the version of yourself the world has been waiting for. He'd say that the universe always responds to those who dare to move. Opportunities do not chase those who stand still, they chase those who walk toward their destiny. And now, finally, you are walking. You are stepping into your power. You are opening the door not with fear, but with intention. You are choosing growth over comfort. You are choosing progress over stagnation. You are choosing the future over the past. You are choosing yourself. Elon would look at you and say, "This is where everything starts to change." Not because life suddenly becomes easy, but because you become unshakable. You develop the kind of inner strength that cannot be broken by rejection, cannot be shaken by failure, and cannot be diminished by doubt. You stop blaming your circumstances, and you start building your path. You stop waiting for chances, and you start creating your own opportunities. You stop asking if you're capable, and you start proving that you are. He would remind you that great achievements aren't born from perfection, they're born from persistence. He'd tell you that he himself failed repeatedly before he succeeded. Rockets exploded. Ideas were mocked. Plans were doubted. But the vision never died. The same is true for you. People may not understand you now. They may not believe in your dreams now. They may even question your journey. But that will not matter. What matters is that you believe in the future you see. That you hold the vision even when others don't. That you keep moving even when the path is unclear. Your moment has come because you're ready to stop living small. You're ready to stop hiding your abilities. You're ready to stop shrinking yourself for the comfort of others. You're ready to stand in your truth, in your power, in your purpose. Elon would tell you that the world belongs to those who dare to dream boldly and act fearlessly. And you are stepping into that category now. You are becoming the person who refuses to give up, refuses to settle, refuses to dim their light. He would say that your future is not defined by your past, but by the choices you make right now. And you are choosing differently. You're choosing courage. You're choosing momentum. You're choosing a path that demands more from you but will also give you more than anything you've ever known. You are choosing to become the person you always knew you could be. And when Elon says, "I'm coming to you," it isn't just a message of motivation, it's a metaphor for everything you've been attracting through your growth. Success is coming to you. Opportunities are coming to you. Alignment is coming to you. Blessings are coming to you. Breakthroughs are coming to you. But they can only enter when you open the door. And you are finally ready to open it wide. You begin to understand that the life you desire is not far away, it's right at the edge of your courage. One decision. One risk. One moment of faith. That's all it takes to shift your entire destiny. And now you stand at the threshold with the confidence to step forward. The person you were before is fading behind you. The world that once felt too big now looks like a playground of possibilities. Elon would tell you that every extraordinary story begins with a simple moment like this, when someone chooses to rise. When someone chooses to believe in themselves. When someone chooses to knock down the walls of fear and walk into the unknown. You are living that moment right now. You are becoming the example others will one day point to and say, "Look at what they achieved. Look at how far they came. Look at how they changed everything." He would say, "Don't stop now. Don't look back. Don't wait for approval. This is your time." And you will feel these words resonate deep within you, because you know they're true. You can sense that something powerful is unfolding in your life. You can feel the shift. You can feel the expansion. You can feel the transformation. Life is beginning to open in ways it never has before. Your journey from this point forward will not be defined by fear but by the fire inside you. You will wake up with purpose. You will walk with intention. You will speak with confidence. You will create with passion. And you will rise with undeniable strength. Because once you open the door, once you answer the call, once you embrace your moment, nothing can stop you. Your moment has come. And now the world will see exactly who you are. Everything you've been preparing for is unfolding. Everything you've been dreaming of is aligning. Everything that once felt impossible is becoming achievable. And Elon Musk's message, symbolic, powerful, electrifying, echoes through your spirit, "I'm coming to you. Open the door. And you do. And everything begins.